Hello everyone, my name is Toky Tazwar and I gave my Ielts through Lexicon and I received an overall score of 8 with 8.5 in listening, reading and speaking. And today I'm going to be talking about my very memorable and helpful journey with Lexicon. Why Lexicon? To be very honest, I think Lexicon is a place to choose if you want a very good score in your Ielts. I remember when I was looking for a place, for an institution to take my preparation of Ielts, and I was talking to my peers and I was talking to my juniors as well as my acquaintances, and everybody had just Lexicon to preach. And when I started talking with people from Lexicon, the answer became even more clear. It was during the lockdown situation of 2020 and people were in a very strenuous situation and the condition and everything. It was a very hectic moment for me. And when I talked with the owner, Mr. Shojibul Islam, and I remember the conversation still to this day, and the conversation cleared everything for me. His approach, the way I was going to be taught the modules and again, the results of the past years, for the past 2-3 years, everything spoke to me in a very meaningful way, and I thought, okay, there is no more place to choose. So without any further thinking, I just chose Lexicon. And if anybody has that doubt, why Lexicon? I think once you start your journey with Lexicon, everything is going to clear itself out. As I mentioned before, when I was looking for a place to do my Ielts preparation, it was the pandemic situation. And one of the things that I was very concerned about was how my classes were going to be conducted. How was I going to learn everything? Initially, when I started out, it was online. And I must say that the online aspects were very beneficial and very helpful for me. As I said, I was very concerned. But as soon as I did 1 or 2 classes, I didn't feel any difference with the offline classes. It was the very first time that I was doing any course in online environment. So I was very nervous, I was very shaky, I had a lot of concerns. I remember asking people at Lexicon many questions, how the modules were going to be taught, how the Zoom sessions were going to be conducted. And at the end of the day, everything was very streamlined, everything was very compact and precise and to the point. It was very interactive, it was very fun. And eventually when I converted to the offline classes and I gave my mock exams offline and I did some other sessions offline, I didn't really find much differences and both were equally productive. So if anybody is out there who is questioning the online aspect and who is wondering if online is going to be beneficial for you, with someone who has experienced both the online and offline sectors, I would say both are equally important and equally effective. The teaching sectors were very impactful, I must say. As I mentioned before, that each modules were taught in their own independent way, in their own separate way, and that was very helpful in learning all the tips and tricks and all the loopholes on how to improve the score in all the individual modules. I remember for listening, we learned inferring and deducing. For reading, we had skimming and scanning. For writing, there were the individual rubrics which showed me the criteria I needed to improve upon. And of course, in speaking, we had in Lexicon, we had lots of sessions, debate sessions, and we had lots of breakout room sessions. I remember there were a lot of fun activities where I was the examiner and I had to take the other students' exams. So individually, everything really helped and collaborated together to improve my overall score. It broke my nervousness in many ways, and as you might not know, the main teacher of all the courses is Mr. Shojibul Islam Shojib. He's the owner of Lexicon, so there is a personalization there. It feels very interactive. He tries his best to interact with every single student in his own way, and of course his qualifications are there as well. He's CELTA qualified, and his background, he's had so many years of experience just teaching English. So I think everything included, the teaching aspects were very good, and it helped me to get the score that I did get in the end. The mock test. This is something that I am actually familiar with, as I am from O-level and A-level background. The mock test for the Ielts was a bit different compared to those, mainly because the time is more condensed. In the main exam, the reading and the writing test is 1 hour, whereas here at Lexicon I used to get just 50 minutes to finish the exam and have everything prepared and submit. So that was a very interesting experience, I must say, because it told me that I have to be on my feet. It taught me how to be very efficient with my time as well. And the speaking tests were very, very good. The examiners that took my exams were very helpful with their feedback. They were very to the point. They took their time. They showed me all the errors in my ways. So the LRW, the listening, reading and writing, as well as the speaking mock test, I think were very, very beneficial for me in improving my score, because you cannot just expect to go in the main exam room with no knowledge of how to give the exam and expect to do good. So I think the condition, the environment and everything of Lexicon and the way the mock tests are taken is going to help everybody to improve their overall score. Oh yes, the Gala test. This is one of the, I think one of the premium aspects of Lexicon. I don't think there is any other institution in the entirety of Bangladesh that has something like the Gala speaking test. And initially I didn't also know about this this Gala test, what it is, how it's conducted. So I remember having a conversation with Sir about this Gala test, and he mentioned it in a very normal way, as if it's a very common thing here at Lexicon. The Gala test is essentially a speaking test which is conducted in the main exam venue where the actual exam is going to be held. And as soon as I heard about this test, I was very taken aback. I was like, how is that possible? How is it going to be conducted? The same room, the same exact exam conditions. I remember going to the Gala test with a very open mind about how the experiences was going to be, and I must say that the entire nervous shell that I had was completely broken when I went to the Gala test. The Gala test was held probably 3 or 4 days before my main exam, before my main speaking test, and getting to be in the same room as the exam venue, being in the same exact seat where the main exam is going to be taken, it completely boosted my confidence, I must say. And I think this is definitely one of the most bright and very innovative ideas that any institution could have, and Lexicon had this idea and they're executing it every single month, I think. So Gala test extremely helpful, and I think this innovative idea is something that will help all future candidates for a long time. Well, yeah, that's it from me. That's from my side, my journey, my experiences with Lexicon. And I must say, if anybody is having any doubts, or if anyone is wondering which place to choose for their IELTS journey, look no further. I think Lexicon is going to help you as much as they can to improve your overall score, to break your nervousness, to improve your speaking, make sure that you know how to speak with other people in English. The people here are extremely friendly, and you will learn a lot. You will learn not just English, not just IELTS scores, how to improve, but you will also learn to be a better human being in many ways. So yeah, if you have any idea, if you have any doubts in which place to choose for your IELTS exam, IELTS preparation, look no further. Lexicon is the place to be. So thank you very much for listening to me. My name is Toky Tazwar, and we will talk again someday, inshallah.